Okay, now I know we're in a new video, right? Please tell me we're in a new video. Hey Anna, hey Leisha, hey Buffy, hey Stacy, hey Jen, hey Patricia. Is this a new video now? Because the other one was showing me a different setting. Hey Deborah. It's new. Good. Whew. Okay. I couldn't get rid of the other one, and there was the setting that was wrong on it. It said to me live stream new. Good. Okay. Phew. So that was fun. Nothing. Julie just having a little fun with technology. That's all. Nothing really much. So let's see what's going on tonight. Tomorrow I'm just going to be on for a little bit because tomorrow is the stepping up ceremony. They used to have it in the evening, but they're having it at like 9 in the morning. So hang on one second so I can just see something here. Come over here. I have to change something here. Okay, hang on. Something feels all wide up. Tori, hello. Hey, not that Nikki. And then we ran out because we're good parents, we had to get Ethan's dress shoes. We waited until, but they had a half day, so we went out, and then we had his graduation dinner thing, stepping up ceremony dinner thing. So we got that all done. Trimming your rose bushes with flashlight? Do it the Joan Crawford way. It's fun when you do that. Your neighbors might think you're insane, but it's fun. Charlene, I was trying to fix the stream because I couldn't get rid of that old video and there was something that was not set right. But now I think we're all good. Hi, Larry Ann. You went to the ER? What happened? No, just do it like Joan Crawford does. You know, like box office poison. Hey, April. Long time no see. Hi, Nazi. Not that Nikki. What happened at the ER? You never got a new notification? I don't know. That's so weird. And GB never got one either, I guess. You never had a stepping up ceremony. Well, we had 8th grade graduation. We never had 6th grade graduation. You broke your foot? Ooh, how'd you do that? And a joint fracture. How did you do that, Nikki? You have to go to the orthopedic surgeon? Oh no. Hey, Lisa H. You didn't get, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Can someone text her to see if she's starting a new one? Sheila, I'm here. Sheila, you don't see me? Metatarsal breaks are no fun. How did you do it, Nikki? Oh, and I forgot to tell all the mods. See, I forget all the time, Sharon and Charlene. Sorry. But hi, Sharon. Hi, Charlene. Hey, snow remover. You're out of town? Oh, you need sleep? You better get some sleep. You don't want to wreck another knee. You were told to unsubscribe and then subscribe, and you have been getting them? Good. Hey, Carrie. You're going to unsub and sub again too to see if you get notifications? Make sure you hit the bell again. Make sure the bell is hit, Anna. Walking Louie. Big, huge coonhound, Great Dane, who was abused severely, and he gets scared. He saw another dog, and he ripped me off my feet and down the road. Oh, boy. That does not sound fun. Hi, Amanda. Hey, Danielle. That doesn't sound good. So you have to have surgery on it now? Or are they going to see if you need it? Or do they know that you definitely need surgery? You was going to wait till next year when the baby turned 1 to have your foot surgery, but I realized the baby would... What? Because you needed foot surgery from a break, April? You've not been, Alicia, you've not been getting them either? Hey, Seaglass and Shells. Hi, Annecy. Hi, Sunshine. Hey, Jessica. So I'm going to take a look because... Hey, Rise Up. I've got a lot of emails that people have sent me with stuff in them. And sorry to say, today's going to be like more of a fun chat night kind of thing because I've been like running around with this. Once I get the stepping up ceremony done, it will be such a relief. I had to pack the teacher's gifts. I told you we had to run out for last minute dress shoes for Ethan. And then we just had his stepping up dinner while we were out there. So that's completely done. And it will be such a relief when it's over at whatever, 10:30, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I've just been running around. So I'm going to see what people have sent in. Maybe people want to call in about their pet peeves or whatever else. And I think Joanne sent stuff in here. Joanne, I hope your MRI went well today. You've been emailing. I don't think you're in the chat yet, but I hope that went well for you. And hey, Kimberly. You don't know for certain, but she said it's the worst break she's ever seen. Nikki, that doesn't sound good. You really don't want a doctor telling you that. That's like what they told me about my transpositioned ulnar nerve. But that orthopedic surgeon was completely wrong. They could not believe I've been home handling the pain since Sunday night. Was it a man that told you that? I'm teasing because... You didn't get a notification either? You heard your... Yeah, I forgot to leave the notification in Slack. I keep forgetting that. I'm not very good like that. Hey, Jeannie. You're going to send me pics of those markers? Yeah, I would like to see those markers. I would. And I did get more stuff for that bathroom cabinet thing. And I am going to try some things, though I kind of like what I see now, but I am going to try some different things. And I'm going to do a decoupage with fabric since nobody else is doing anything. I just have to figure what I'm going to decoupage with fabric, but I got my fabric to decoupage with. I don't know. Nobody else wants to do anything. I mean, somebody else said something, but then they're like, oh, it'll be a long time before I can do that. I can't even get people that say they want to appear on camera. Who's stepping up? My son, Ethan. You want to do that? You love GY? You love GY. Oh, DIY. Okay, gotcha. I was like, what? GY? Yeah, I have to figure out what it is. I am going to do I've done these chairs if you've seen my blog with fabric, and I'm going to do the table that goes to them, but that's not what I'm going to do on camera. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. Notifications not coming, Maribel. Yeah, everything is all messed up. Hi, whisper to me. Hi, Ivy Lynn. Not able to do on a broken foot. Oh, not on a broken foot. You've had terrible knee, foot, leg pain for 18 months? Tried everything? Essential oil rub? Is it from a broken foot, Ivy? You're lucky they let you leave. Your blood pressure was oh my gosh, that's high. That's very high. Yikes. Have you tried putting fabric to plates? No, obviously you mean just for decoration, correct? No, I haven't. I'll show you what I did do with fabric. I'll show you. Hold on. Don't get scared, because I'm just getting something. I'm still here. I'm just going to put something else up on the screen. So don't think that it's like that bad blue screen. It's not. It's fine. I just want to get up what I want to show you, because somebody also asked me to show my hang on. Somebody asked me about rocks today in one of the videos, but I want to show you about the decoupage that I have done with fabric. All right, let me just put this over here. Ah, come here. Come here, little. Come on. Okay. These are done in fabric. Hold on. Let me get back to the chat. And in fact, it's so funny that this post gets so many hits on something called Mod Podge Rocks. I think it's a Mod Podge blog. Consistently, it doesn't matter how long ago this is, it's consistently gets hits on it. But yeah, I did that one, like, it's like very 60s, right? Psychedelic man. Now, why can't I go back to my, hang on. Come on. That's the back. And that's when I was still working on it. And I did both chairs, and I was going to do the top of a table. But I also have this box. It's kind of like a sewing box, and I've already painted it here, I'll show you some of my you want to see my DIY projects? I'll show you them. This is a school desk I picked up on Craigslist for $35, I think it was, $30, $35. And I scraped the whole thing with, I had that, I don't know, would I have a Dremel with a wire brush or something? I painted all of this gray. I sanded all of this wood and put, I think I just used natural. I painted all of this red, and I even painted the inside of the desk red. And it was one of these, I do have the name of it. Let me see here. The American Seating Company. So these were them back in the day. And then, let me see. The first desk I ever did, oh my gosh. This was one that I had my garage that was mine when I was a kid that I wanted to do for so long. And it got absolutely hellacious. It got rusty. I said, oh my gosh, I thought it was never, I sanded it all down to the bare metal. I put, this was the primer I put on it. And then, of course, I did the wood seat. Oh, that's the, I sanded everything in the snow there. I don't know, I guess I had to fix something. I was gluing something or something. Stained all this. And then this top is like a Formica. So that was really nice. And then it had the wood around the edge, which I just stained. And I kept this one gray. Right? What a difference. I know this was my first one. And when it came out this good, then I couldn't stop restoring. You don't like to sand? Why? It's very cathartic to sand because you get away, you know, all that. Well, let me tell you, my husband brought something else for me home. Okay, I'll show. Well, you know the old-fashioned milk cans? Well, I have 2 of them on my porch that my mother has given to me years ago, but our neighbor just was getting rid of one, and Jimmy picked up another milk can. So I've got to sand that one and paint that for the side door, and I'm going to do some kind of a stencil on it. One of those, I have these ones that I got from Ollie's that are from a very famous maker. I can't think of who it is, but there's like really nice flowers like hydrangeas or something. I'm going to put that on there, on the milk can. But wait, let me show you. Hold on. Where's my, let me go back. I want to show you the third school desk because I just saw where it, okay. This was another school desk of mine. My father used to get, when he would design new schools and all that stuff, when they built them, his company, they would give him like a lot of school desks and stuff. So we had them. I used to play school when I was a kid. And so we had a lot between the 2 houses. This was another one that was sitting in my garage. And look at this. It had split here, right? It was rusty as heck. So I, you know, of course, sanded. Then I was putting primer on. I repaired the seats. I glued that down. And then I clamped this. I had this baby clamped. And then I did this one in a green. And I used a darker stain here. You had one of those milk cans. It had a cow and a sunflower on it. And I did that one. And what else did I do? Oh, did I ever show you the, hang on. And there's one other thing. I want to show you something. The sewing table that I made. I had originally wanted this sewing table. And this had this was over $600, this sewing table. And I thought, well, that's crazy. You know, I could do something like that. And so I started looking at painting furniture. And I saw this one blog where this lady was using this one color, oh gosh, I'll say it. And she showed you how to use one of the restoration stains. So I picked this up for, what did I get this for? Like $30 for this lady that was moving out of this house in Pennsylvania. I got a desk from her too, but I think this is like $25 or $30. Okay, so I sanded it, I primed it with gray, and then I put this paint on it, which is very bright there, but you'll see, let me see if I can get the name of it. The Java Brown, that's the stain. I actually used this Lagoon, but there's also a brush-on paint too of the same color, and I started with that, but then I ended up with the spray, and it was much easier to use. Then I used this restorative. This is the best glaze ever. It makes, oh my gosh, it makes stuff come out so great. So use it in the Java Brown. You have lots of time to work with it. It doesn't dry. So see how you leave that on there? Then you wipe it off, and it gives it this antique, and the very first desk I showed, I bought at yard sale, the light pink. Oh, you just bought one? Oh, wow. Are you refinishing it? I'd love to find another one of those. Okay, so then I went to here. Then I put this, this was scrapbooking paper in the drawer. I just saw some lady that did the same exact thing on YouTube. She put the paper in the drawer like that, but she also put it on the sides. I don't know, I'm thinking that might be neat. But you see how it fills in that's that restorative glaze. So that was my sewing table. That is my sewing table. That's why I have my sewing machine on now. And it was on, yeah, I like it. And it was fun to do. It was fun to do. And ever since, I will paint anything with this paint and that glaze. But what? Oh, somebody wanted to see the rocks. Auctions? What was I doing at auctions? I don't know what I was doing at auctions. Let me just show you the rocks, because somebody asked me, and now I can just say the rocks are there. And then I don't know, what was I doing? Oh, I was trying to figure out what to decoupage for class. Oh, these are the... Here's the candy corn rocks that I made. I got all these rocks down at the river. This one looks like Bozo the Clown, doesn't it? But these were... These I made, I gave to my daughter, these 5. This is me making the candy corn. I really like this one. I did not intend for him to come out like Bozo, but he did. And I really liked it. Yeah, that's and then I think I have just the other. Did it show me the other painted rocks? Oh, here, I'll show you the other painted rocks, because someone did ask me, I want to see your painted rocks. Those are painted fish. This is a frog. You didn't know. You saw the cactus rocks? Yeah. Ladybugs. These are other bugs. Owls. This one reminds me of Fred Rogers' owl for some reason. I don't know, it just reminds me of that. And you saw these, the painted, the fake cactus. Maui Chickadee, if she was here, you wouldn't kill this cactus. I wasn't intending for it to be Bozo. Isn't that funny, Jeannie? It just turned out that way. You wouldn't kill them either. So that I'm trying to see something. What did I? Okay. Oh, so back to the decoupage. I don't know what I would do with the decoupage, but I did buy the fabric tonight. I'll try to find something. Okay, where am I? Okay. The cactus would be a good decor item in the house. It's really fun to make, very easy to make too. Hey, Margie Rocks. Hey. Thanks, Nazi. Let me look at the mail, because I think, let's see what came in, because I've been running around like a lunatic. Whoops, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Hang on 1 second. I just have to give something to someone to take care of something. Okay. So markers. Here's Jeannie with the markers. That's what I was going for, Jeannie. See, I've totally forgot. These look different than the ones. Those look so different, Jeannie, because the ones you were showing, maybe we were just seeing the tops here, because they just look like clear. Somebody thought they were DNA containers. They're the washable brush tip markers. What do you use those for? What kind of things do you do with those? What are these? Did you make these? What are they made of? I'm going to have to come back to the chat to see your answer. Hang on, because I don't know what those are. Is that pizza? That's real, right? You know those people that used to make shellacked food, like shellacked mini bagels, and then make them into magnets on the refrigerator? They used to like shellac food items. That's not what you're doing there, right? That's real food. Someone tell Carolyn to read my email, Jeannie. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, so these are the markers I believe I got from an auction. Actually, there's 4 packs of them, but the other 2 are falling apart. And I've attached pictures of those glass animals I have. They're hand blown, and I just realized that when taking this picture, there must be a fish tank, the glass balls on top to keep them floating. Also, I made French bread pizza with jalapenos, and I attached a picture of that as well. Hope your day was beautiful as you are. I love you bunches. P.S. I love, love, love Mod Podge. Oh, good. So you didn't make the animals. They were animals that you had? Okay, and they're glass blown, huh? Wow, okay. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. Oh, I see. This one I can see the glass. This, I didn't know what that. Well, are these other crafts? Are you doing other crafts here? You must be, right? And you say this is an aquarium with glass something, or this guy is? Oh, this guy's an aquarium. I'm lost of who's the aquarium. I don't get the part about the glass bubbles. Is this you have 2 of these, or is this a mirror? This is a mirror, right? It's a little bit deceiving because it looks like it goes all the way back there, but I see. Yeah, definitely a mirror. Okay, well, thanks for sharing that, Jeannie. Appreciate that. And oh, we got Amy. Everybody had pizza tonight. We went out for pizza too because that's what Ethan wanted, and it was his stepping up tomorrow, so he got to pick. Amy said, we have reached day 4 of the trip. You know that day, everybody is on everybody's last nerve. Yeah, day 4? Sometimes it happens, day 1. That's all for today, except we ate some awesome pizza at Home Slice Pizza in Durango, Colorado. Okay, so let's see, this should be the pizza. Durango, Colorado. Is that that looks like a veggie pizza, right? I would like that, except I can't eat the onions. But that's kind of what I had tonight, minus the onions. And I added, I think I had added spinach on mine. Okay, so thanks for sharing that. And oh, okay, Pam, I got your case that you want me to look at. I will take a look at that. Oh, okay, Vicky. Got that. I got that, Vicky. All right. Oops. And okay. Oh, Amy, let me see. Oh, I got an email from Amy. Remember, this is who sent the pizza? But remember last night that I thought I offended her, but then I didn't. But then okay. She said, no, I wasn't offended at all. You and I have very similar personalities. We are getting close to the Rockies. I will send more pictures tonight. Okay, I'm glad to know that. I thought she must have known my personality and stuff, but I didn't know. And then I realized I read the email wrong, because I tend to do that when I just tend to read something really fast. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, Teresa's telling me about, you guys saw the YouTuber that was in the New York area. He was missing since last week, and he said he was really depressed. Desmond Amofa. That's what she's emailing me about. Okay, so he was 29, and his name was Etka, aka Desmond Amofa. This feels like deja vu, this one. So, let's see. So Teresa says, if you think it's appropriate to talk about on chat, if not, I understand. I would rather not go on a live phone call to talk about it. I would rather just post comments or discussion if you decide it's appropriate. I appreciate you just being there to know what I was thinking about today. It was sad and depressing. Oh, it was sad, and depression is something I struggled with since I was 11 years old. It's part of my family's DNA, and some of us struggle with it, and others try to understand it. Thanks for listening, and thank you again for your channel. Do not worry about this being an immediate topic. I know life goes on, and you have been getting ready for your son's graduation to the next grade. This is a celebration that I appreciate and honor. I respect education and the need for our next generation to learn as much as they can in order to survive in today's world. Thank you for reading this and replying when you can. I appreciate all your thoughts. I did see this young man's video before it was taken down. It was very chilling, to say the least. I wanted to believe he would not do anything other than go get help for himself. I wanted to say it was a hoax. I wanted to believe him, but if I did, that meant his if I did, that meant his video was real. Either way, it was not good for him. I pray for his soul and for his family and friends and all those who are affected. Yeah, that's really sad. Thanks for sharing that. And you shared a news article. And he was a gamer, right? It says concerns about Amofa's well-being arose after he uploaded a nearly 8-minute video on YouTube last week in which he talked about his mental health. He apologized for pushing people away and discussed the dangers of social media. I really had no intention of killing myself, Amofa said in the now deleted video that has been reposted by others to YouTube. But I'd always push people too far. I guess I'm mentally ill. In the video, he appears to be walking on the streets of New York City, and he vlogged about video games to over 130,000 YouTube subscribers. He also says that I hope my story can maybe help to make YouTube a better place somehow in the future. YouTube did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So his friends and fellow gamers expressed concerns about his safety on social media after he was reported missing. Christine Alice, a vlogger who appears to be Amofa's ex-girlfriend, tweeted early Tuesday, I refuse to give up hope. She also posted a video of Amofa playing with her cat, saying it was a month after we broke up. After police confirmed his death, Alice tweeted, I want his funeral to be as big as his personality, his heart, and his spirit. I loved him. He is finally at peace. She did not respond to a request for a comment. Photographer and gamer who took some of Amofa's photos said in an Instagram post, I'm trying to be positive. If anyone knows anything, please say something. I miss my boy. In his video before he went missing, he repeatedly apologized for betraying people. I'm sorry to those of you who I betrayed, he said. I'm sorry for leaving such a stained legacy. I hope that my story maybe helps to make YouTube be a better place somehow in the future, to where people know boundaries and limits and how far things should go. Amofa also said that he was too deluded to know that he needed help for his mental illness and warned people about excessive social media use. Let my story be one that advises caution on too much of this social media crap, man. It can F you up. It can give you the image of what you want your life to be, and it can be blown completely out of proportion, dog. He said, unfortunately, it consumed me. Earlier this year, Amofa had expressed suicidal thoughts to his, now says 300,000 followers. Oh, on Twitter, okay. Prompting concerns from fans and fellow vloggers. And one of the comments was, please don't, man. If this is really you, trust me. People love you and you're an asset to the world. On April 29th, the NYPD also responded to a 911 call for an emotionally disturbed person at his Brooklyn home while he was live on Instagram. In the live stream, Amofa refused to open his door to police officers who told him people were concerned about his safety. Others eventually restrained him on a stretcher. Officers eventually restrained him on a stretcher and transported him to an ambulance, according to eyewitnesses, and their videos were posted online. He was taken to New York Presbyterian Brooklyn Methodist Hospital for evaluation. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. Other international suicide helplines can be found at befrienders.org. You can also text TALK to 741-741 for free. Anonymous 24/7 crisis support in the U.S. from the crisis text line. Wow, so let's see. Is Teresa here? Teresa's there, okay. So did you don't want to call in, does it but you want to discuss it here in the chat now? and his father is a politician and nobody is talking about this. Who is his father, Michelle? In New York City? You've experienced both sides of that, Robin? Hey, Lisa Slater. Hello, Sassy Darcy. His body was found in water under a bridge. You say, Robin, depression. Myself and my brother's 17-year-old son took his own life. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Robin. You missed what we're talking about. I'm late. Brandy Brown, we're talking about the YouTuber that committed suicide. Number of his personal items were discovered on Manhattan Bridge on Monday. Did anybody follow his channel before or know that about this before this? I mean, I heard about it today. They found him earlier today, yeah, because Jimmy we were talking about it at dinner. Hey, Save Ravi. I don't know, Save Ravi. He just said that he was depressed and he was sorry for betraying people and sorry to leave such a tainted legacy. So I don't know if he was being bullied by someone or saying I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch him, and it didn't give much of a backstory on that part of it that I heard. Does anybody know? I'm sorry for the ASMR noise, but there was a box under my foot. You don't remember how you heard about it? Yeah, I heard it on the news before we left, and then Jimmy brought it. The story came up at dinner, and then we were looking at the article. Amofa, I think that I just said that. Let me see here. Desmond Amofa. He went by the name of, what is that? Etika online, E-T-I-K-A. He was discovered in the East River. But you said his father is a politician somewhere? They have a bunch of, what is this? I'm trying to see if anybody in these comments said anything that wasn't reported there. See, it just says, he said, let my story be one that advises caution on too much of this social media shite, man. It can F you up. It can give you an image of what you want your life to be, and it can get blown completely out of proportion, dog, he said. Unfortunately, it consumed me. And then someone on YouTube said, please don't do it, man. If this really is you, there are people that love you and you're an asset in this world. In his video before he went missing, Mofo repeatedly apologized for betraying people. So I'm not sure what. He hopes that his story helps make YouTube a better place somehow in the future. So I'm not sure what was going on there. Let me just see one thing here. Well, in December, there's something here that he reacted to Ninja on bullying. I'm sure that there'll be more coming out about exactly what was going on. I don't know. Well, hold on. Somebody says, wait, let me see something here. There might be. He said, you know, I wasn't suicidal before. I really wasn't. But one thing I didn't realize was that the walls were closing in on me so fast. I really had no intention of killing myself, but I'd always pushed it too far. I guess I'm mentally ill. He spoke about the dangers of social media. We heard that, right? And there was something here about it. Another YouTuber that. Something about bullying, but. Yeah, details about his tragic passing are still unclear, and the story is developing. So I'm sure there's going to be more coming out, and those that followed his channel can probably fill in some things that were happening, but that was what he said on his last video. I was so sad, like he could not change his mind. Oh, good night, Granny. Yeah, prayers for him and his family, yeah. You thought his last video was eerily close to Isaac Caffey's last video. You were just about to ask what was going on, Sheila. The deep web got to him. His story is not only about suicide, but social media. Do you mean the dark web? He was on. There are so many distractions in the world, but his story is going to wake people up even more. Etika won't be forgotten. Yeah, I mean, YouTube is, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff about YouTube that's really good, and there's a lot of stuff that's really needs to be changed. I don't even know. We don't know Team Phoenix. But there is a lot of bullying on YouTube. That's a given. And people that don't know their boundaries, and people that are just vindictive and mean and will go to any lengths to rip somebody down. It's pretty sad. All social media has good and bad, yeah, but it's some of it is more regulated than other parts. It's ridiculous that YouTube will censor some things and then have like just free-for-alls on other things. Etika was creative and outspoken. It's very sad he's gone. He did speak about his mental illness, and he pushed everyone away. Who wanted to help him? Sounded like it was mostly on him. He was very down on himself. You dread this all the time, and I dread that I will know the person. YouTube's not for the faint of heart. No, it's not. It's not. They are talking about separating kids into kids' YouTube. Well, yeah, that could be good. Yeah. Suffered from depression and was too vulnerable and put himself out there, so someone took advantage of his weakness. Some people will continue it off YouTube and take it too far, and that's the problem. Yeah, definitely Team Phoenix. A YouTuber, a gamer, blogger that committed suicide, Vivian. That's why you've got to be careful and seek out. That's why, and not seek out and view damaging stuff on the net. YouTube does need to take a bigger stand. They do, because they do not respond properly. They have tickets that go in, and then you've got to get the police, and then you have to subpoena the IP addresses of the accounts, and it's a long, drawn-out process that, yeah, it can, eventually they will get a person, but at what cost or how soon? It's not a quick thing, and YouTube is letting all these people make these fake accounts. Look how these trolls just keep changing their account. It's wrong. They should have to be verified. They verify Craigslist ads with the phone number and everything. Why are these people allowed to make countless new accounts like this? It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that, and they shouldn't be allowed to have names that are racial slurs and hate speech. So, I don't know. YouTube is just not, it's out of control, yeah. Because some of the things that come through that these trolls make as names that get blocked, you can't even believe. It's like the death toll for the mean channels. They're supposed to be cracking down on the fake stuff because of the election. Good luck. Yeah. I'm worried about someone on YouTube. He's not liked, but I can see him failing when some people think they are defending others, can also pull others down. It can be dangerous the way people go about things. Yeah, I agree, Mom Wait Chickadee, I do. YouTube doesn't even have contact. They don't, Team Phoenix. They don't. And if you call Google headquarters, you're not going to get anyone. It's ridiculous. Tomorrow's your last day of vacation. You're worried about your dad's age 77, ended up in the hospital Sunday, BP 210 over 80, and he's diabetic too. Oh no, okay. Are they, what do they say? I hope he's okay. Prayers for your dad. Love my artiness, RC Breeze. Thank you. So, Brandy Brown, we have trolls consistently, and did you see the ones last night? Thank you for talking about this. It's not an easy topic. You're welcome, Teresa. Sorry, off subject, but have you done any chats on the Lindsay Baum case? No, Jayhawk. Last night was out of control. And that's a lot of YouTube, just letting these people create these fake accounts without, they should have to verify the account. And they should monitor the IP address, and they shouldn't have 50 accounts coming from the same it's just they've got to do something, because it's ridiculous. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Mystery Truth Seeker. Sorry about your dad. Prayers for him and your family. Somebody just sent that to me, old woman, to look at. That's terrible. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, I don't know, Carol Weiss. They just don't seem to, they crack down on weird things and not the things they should. Oh, there are, Ivy Lynn, there are dedicated groups of trolls. See the link? Yeah, I saw it. I did see it, but it's a video, and I can't show a video on here from another source like that. Let me see what else we have that we can show. Oops. Okay. What does that say? Oh. Hey, Joanne, somebody sent this in. It was M. Hank. I sent that in for you. Okay, let's see. All right, so Joanne says, Carolyn with a Y, we went to the VA, the test was done, I was there, I took pictures, no video, just some pictures because you're supposed to check your pictures when you belong to the Schmieda family. These photos are the beginning, going there, being there, the next email Tuesday, like part 2, being home after. Try and help us put it together. Okay, so let's see here. I think these are the first pictures, yeah. Okay, so let's, what is this? 12:30, it says drink. Okay. That's the same picture. Hang on. Oh, CT. So you had a CT, not an MRI? And you had to take a drink for it? Okay. All right, now we've got something else. That's your drink? Okay, Is that directions to where you have to go, right? You're also drinking an iced tea. And looks like now you're in the waiting room with the magazine selection. I see AARP, All Animals, Avon. I should have given you some of the magazines I have to bring there. Is that your husband? He's giving you the thumbs up? Oh, maybe that was somebody you met there? Another veteran? I'll have to get back to the chat to find out. Is that just another veteran you met there and you told him, just pose with me, you're going to go on a YouTube channel? I'm not sure if this is, okay. I'm not sure if this is the same picture. Is that this? No, this is a different picture. Okay. And then I think we have this. So you're watching cartoons in the room, right outside the CAT scan? I'm not sure what that is. That was probably in the exam room, those diagram posters. Okay, well, I hope everything's okay, Joanne. Did you get any results yet? Let me see if the chat says anything. Evening. Everyone here is so supportive. I appreciate your kind wishes and prayers. Thanks, Mommy, for creating such a safe place for us to be vulnerable. This channel. Members spread light. Oh, you're welcome, Leisha. Was that, I don't know, oh, not her husband, no. A random Army veteran that I chatted with for about 2 hours. And did you tell him you were taking pictures, that it was going to be on a YouTube channel? But is he, Charlene? I liked him here. Mommy, did you read my email with a stock photo? No, not yet, Teacup. I was just coming back here to see what Joanne said about the results or anything. He had a left leg, aka Vietnam. We were thumbs up for your channel. Encourage chat room to thumbs up for the veterans. Oh, everybody give a thumbs up for the veterans. Thumbs up. There you go. Okay, let me see what else we have, because I think Joanne sent something. Let me see. Oh, part 2. Hold on, we have a part 2. Okay, we are home. And I took pictures of the things gotten at the VA hospital. My purse is home. I am home. The bottle of 500 milliliters 1 and 2 are home. The IV thing got off of my arm and the wristband. I have funny stories about being there and could be with you live chat Tuesday night until it becomes Wednesday morning. Then if I am in the Zoom box, can I see the pictures with you and tell you about the pictures? Oh, do you want to call in and tell us about that? Okay, I missed the second email. Okay. I'll just reply to this one then. Okay. And teacup, you're saying something about a stock image or something? Teacup. Teacup, are you writing not with the name Teacup probably? That's why I probably don't recognize it, right? Oh, Jeannie, I have somebody that wants to contact you about the telescope. And Joe Cano, I will have to reply to the second part of your email later. I can't, but I'm going to give your email to Jeannie. And Jeannie, this person is interested in your telescope that I'm sending you right now, okay? I'm just going to send you an email, but you're going to know because I just told you, right, that this person is interested in your telescope. Well, that was fast, Joanne. Let me just send this off to... Okay. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. You're on mute. Oh, I need my chalk. Here, hold on. You're on mute. You're on mute. Mute. You're on mute.
I'm trying to... There, okay.
You're on mute. I can't hear you.
I can hear you now.
Look, Sharon.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, let me see.
Can you hear me now? I don't know. I've got the face. I've got the I've got the... All right, let me look around. Unmute my audio.
You hear? Who do you hear? You hear Joanne? You can hear Joanne perfectly? Who do you hear perfectly? You can hear both of us? Oh, hold on. Sorry, it might be me. Let me see something. It is me. I'm sorry. It's me. Can you say something now?
Hi, Carolyn.
It was me, so I apologize. I have to change the sign. My sound was on mute. That was me. Okay. Hold on a minute.
This Zoom thing is crazy.
Here. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay because
No, it's
I
fine.
was on mute.
Because I went over to the YouTube opening, or what do you call it, a tab. I went to that tab and muted that so that YouTube wouldn't be playing. I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Sharon.
My,
No, this is for Sharon because Sharon's taunting me in the chat.
oh.
I still have that on here. See? Okay. Um.
So that man is not my husband.
No.
His name is Ed.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me a 500 ml bottle of water with iodine in it, and I had to drink that from 12 noon to 1300. Then I was so good at that, they gave me a second bottle of 500 ml. So I drank that one from 1 o'clock until 2 o'clock. And while I was sitting there in the CT lab drinking this room temperature iodine water, old Auntie Schmid is running down to the pharmacy picking up the good drugs.
Is it radioactive stuff? Is it the radioactive stuff?
Well, let me get the bottle. I brought it home.
Oh, okay.
Didn't Schmida send you the pictures?
Yeah. Well, I showed them. Didn't you see them?
Yeah, I saw them.
Oh, okay.
I had the one bottle there, and then you said, "Oh, is that the tea? Is that for later?"
You had iced tea behind there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I brought the magazines in because anytime I go to the hospital, I always, bring all the magazines that I can find around.
Oh, you brought them in. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were showing the selection.
No, people, they don't have anything for people to
read.
Yeah, there's no subscriptions like the hospital gets.
Oh, I should send them the stacks I have.
Yes, you should. That would be lovely because, like, just at the place where they do blood draws, you might have to wait 20 minutes. Sometimes pharmacy gets backed up. And then at this place, at the CT scan, which was between radiology and oncology, they, that was a 2 hours just to get in the machine because of all the drinking of that iodine.
So you had a CAT scan, not an MRI?
It was a CT. I've got the bottle here. I don't see a radioactive label.
They didn't tell you that you had to be away from people or anything?
No, they didn't say anything about flushing the toilet twice or anything like that. So this was iodine, something with iodine in it.
Okay.
How did it
taste?
It
didn't taste. Did you taste anything different in the water?
It had like a nasty aftertaste.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, I don't know, like really stale water, if that makes any sense.
Like distilled contact lens water?
Like I don't know. I never drank distilled contact lens water. Have you, Carolyn?
I don't know. I might have drank some distilled contact lens water at one time. I've had contacts since I was 13, so I'm sure I probably tried it at one time. I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
Probably. Or I just imagine how it would taste like warm water on a shelf or something like that,
Well, Ed and I were in the little waiting area, and so we struck up a conversation, and I don't know if you can read what's on his shirt. It says something about keep talking, and then underneath that it says, I like watching your lips move.
Oh, let me see if I can.
It's a green shirt with some printing on it.
How come I'm seeing? Hold on. I don't know why I'm.
And
Here, let me see if I can.
I asked him about his leg and if it was an above knee amputation or below knee, and it was an above knee. And I find prosthetics, it's like, sometimes people ignore people in wheelchairs. They don't say hi to them or look at them because they're different.
Right. Okay, don't get concerned because I'm putting us back. I was just seeing if the pictures were hiding under there.
So I make it a point to greet everyone in a wheelchair and everyone who's blind, or some of them are in wheelchairs and they're like a spinal cord injury.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I just always make it a point. I did it when I was working as a nurse, and I was around a lot of different people in a lot of different situations. So I started what I call shooting the breeze with Ed.
Right. Right.
And it doesn't matter when you're at the VA hospital whether somebody's Navy, Army, Marine, Coast Guard. We're not wearing our uniforms, so we're not rivalries anymore, like putting each other down and all that friendly banter.
Okay, there's his shirt. So keep talking. I'm watching your lips move.
That's what his shirt said.
Yeah, I have his. You can see his picture now, or you can't see it.
I can't see his picture, but that's what she said.
Oh, okay.
That's what Auntie Schmida said.
Auntie Schmida.
Yeah, she was there.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sitting in the lab drinking the warm water. She's off gallivanting around the VA, going to the pharmacy, having all the fun. She went shopping too.
Oh, she get you anything?
I don't know. I was waiting to open the bag until you and I could
Oh, okay.
explore it together.
All right. So now, am I supposed to show any other pictures right now? Show the other pictures?
Okay. There was one set of photos attached to one email.
And I was going to do the second set, right?
And then there's a second set, like 19, or I don't know. I just
All right.
took a lot of pictures, Schmieda style.
Okay.
Show me the pictures.
All right. Let me see. Oh, so part 2 after, right?
Yeah.
So you said I have funny stories about being there, and that's when I got you on here and tell you about the pictures from the first email, me with the guy Ed, and the office guy pictures. We didn't see those yet.
Oh, Hank.
Oh, Hank?
Okay. I left the waiting area and I went into Hank's office and I shot the breeze with him. He was hilarious. God, I wish I could have got him on video.
Oh, I see. Is this Hank with the white hair? Looks like Santa a little bit?
Got white hair and a ponytail. He's sitting in the desk chair.
Yeah.
And I was going around his room kind of like how I did with my Samsung.
Okay.
In my kitchen.
I'll tell you what I have first. I have a dog in a frame. Is that Hank's dog?
He had 2 dogs.
That's Hank's dog?
Those are Hank's dogs. Hank's office at work.
Okay, and is that his daughter, granddaughter up above in the photo?
I don't know. There was one framed picture.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a bulletin board.
Right, I'm seeing the cork board, yeah.
Okay, cork board. And then he has this funny little poster about the only difference between this job and McDonald's is McDonald's has one clown.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get there yet. Hold on. I'll tell you where we're going to go to the next one. Is the framed picture of the 2 dogs and maybe his wife or somebody?
I think he's in the frame picture.
Oh, that's him. Okay. Yeah, it was hard.
Because I was like, oh, you have dogs. And then he proceeded to tell me, who was alive, which one was dead, how old his current dog is, that kind of thing.
Okay, and he ate all of his lunch.
That I picked up, and I was doing like how I would, like as if I were being mommy ramblings and saying, what's this? What's this doing here on this? Did you put this in the microwave? Did you put something with tomato
sauce, yeah.
In the microwave? And he goes, yes. And I said, no, do you need to throw this away? And he's like, no. I said, you don't want to throw this away. You want to keep this?
He saves it.
This again? And then I'd pick up another item and shoot the breeze with him for, it was, like I said, I had fun. I was, and he was like, don't you have some water or something to drink?
Right now we've got the McDonald's poster. The difference between McDonald's and where I work, McDonald's only has one clown running the show.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's his attitude about where he works.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's got a coffee cup.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
That's
stepping
okay.
on the
That's all
line.
right. You're faster than me. Okay, now you can go. Go ahead.
So then he's got a coffee cup that was up on top of the file cabinet. And I'm like, so you're not a morning person, huh, Hank?
Right. Or mornings or people.
And then he had some,
Special K or something.
yeah, you pour it in water, makes it taste better.
Mm.
Like powdered stuff you add to water.
Right. Flavor enhancer.
So I was like, oh, well, can I have one of these? And he's like, sure, you can have one. Go put it in your iodine water. I said, is that a hint for me to leave your office?
Where's the popcorn cart? They have a popcorn cart there?
The popcorn cart is in front of the elevators after you walk through the main lobby. So no matter which hallway I come out of or what elevator I come out of, when I see the red popcorn cart, I know exactly like where I am. I know all my spatial pharmacy is to the right, such and such is to the left.
Mm.
And what happens is volunteers come in on certain days. So I don't know their schedule because, let's say I went Tuesday in June. In July, I don't know if I'll have an appointment or not, and
Mm-hmm.
What the volunteers do is they bring in the popcorn. They it's salted, buttered popcorn. They give you a bag for $0.25.
Oh.
Shoot the breeze with you.
Mm-hmm. They don't wheel it around, do they? Just stay right there?
No, they stay right there.
Yeah.
It's right by the mess hall where you can buy food.
Yeah, too bad they're not making it every day because that's if you saw that and then you had like a hankering for popcorn, you'd be craving it like crazy and there's nothing there.
Well, you smell it and you just want it.
Yeah.
You just you can't get your quarter out of your purse fast enough.
Right, and then you expect it, oh, I'm going to go have some of that good popcorn and it's not there.
If you smell it, it's there. They just keep making more and more. The volunteer, usually it's a retired vet themselves, and they're just hanging out doing their, little thing of volunteering.
Okay, now what's going on here? We got a picture of you, like sitting in front of a white background. You know which one I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
You're just sitting there by yourself, smiling.
Oh, that was my eye. My left.
It's closing a little bit. What'd they do?
Shmita
hit you?
Shmita and I got into a little altercation about the toothbrush being tossed away.
She socked you in the eye?
No, Joanne hit Shmita.
Yeah.
That's our story, and we're sticking with it.
Okay. All right. And then we have, you've got the 12:30 drink paper again.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. And can't see what this one is. Let me see. Oh, there it is again.
Let's see, I probably didn't understand that I had attached it to the first email.
Yeah, probably not. I bet.
Confused.
And this says 15:30 tomorrow CAT scan, right? CT scan.
That was for Tom. My husband is Tom Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So I'm there from 12 to 1 to drink 500 mLs of this nasty water.
Right.
From 1 to 2, I have to drink 500 mLs. And then at 2, when I get wheeled into, the machine and they start an IV and all that, it's like we don't go home after that part's over because my husband has to be there at 3:30. So we just got to hang out until his appointment.
Mm.
You got me?
Yeah, and then you went shopping with Shmita during that time, right?
Shmita did a little shopping trip.
Right, and this is now we've got your windowsill and your bottles on there?
Yeah, I think I was showing like I've got all the Christmas cards that are untaped from the window. I cleaned the ledge. I put my pretties, my little pink bottle and purple bottle that I did that silly little video saying, "Mommy,
Right.
Mommy, can I keep these out? They're so pretty." And
Yeah, you should put some flowers in there, even some silk ones maybe.
okay, well, so there's just like the stupid bottles that I brought back that
Yeah,
I'm
now they're on something in front of a bug.
there's no dead bug up there anymore.
No, it's a picture. The Metamorphosis.
Oh, that's a book.
Right.
Uh,
I know that. I know that. I know all about that book.
okay.
Had to read that in college, freshman year.
It was never on a reading list for me.
Really?
I had made a reference and someone said, well, that's a really good metaphor, Joanne. God, some comment I made on YouTube about the CW case.
Mm.
That's a brilliant metaphor for CW. And I was like, what does that mean, metaphor?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, when you say something, then it's a metaphor for something else. And I had used an example about
Oh, I
him
put that one.
not existing, just being the reflection of
Mm-hmm.
whatever a mirror someone like when Shannon held up a mirror, he was the reflection that he saw when he was with her. And they
Oh,
were like,
okay.
that's a brilliant metaphor. And I'm like, what the hell's a metaphor?
Right, right.
And so then he said, oh, you have to read this book. And I said, what book? And he's like, Front,
The Metamorphosis.
by Frank, the German guy.
Right.
I can't think of his name. The book's not in front of me right now.
Oh,
You can
okay.
have a picture. So the author has written more books than just that. So I went and ordered a couple of them off Amazon under somebody's affiliate,
Mm. Mm.
probably yours,
Probably. Yeah. Thank you.
because I had to, click around. I went and looked for the jacket with the hood like yours because I thought it was striking.
Oh, yeah.
And I
I
think
wish I could find mine. I really do.
a lot of people must have liked it for you to put the link up to
They
Zulus.
did. They kept asking me, "Oh, where did you get that? Where did you get that? Where did you get that?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was striking. Those two fabrics, the
Mm.
red floral with that off,
Flowery, like 70s print. Yeah.
very nice choice.
Okay, so we've got a wrapped up brown paper package.
Okay, that's a Shemitah joke.
Oh,
It's got my name on it.
right. Dallas. Yeah, Joanne.
Shemitah was angry and thinks it's not fair that Joanne gets to dictate when we take our medicine, the PRN medicine used as required for pain.
Right.
So we came to an agreement. I apologized to her about tossing out her toothbrush, and we, kissed and made up, so to speak. And we got a pill cutter.
Oh, this is a tablet cutter. This is, I see here. Okay.
And the joke is that Shemitah went to the pharmacy to pick it up for Joanne Dallas
Oh, okay.
and kind of follow that.
All right. And then let's see. There's the pill splitter. Okay. Right there on the windowsill now.
Yeah, it's all just a joke about Joanne said and then Shemitah said, and I don't know. To me, it's funny, but
okay. And now you've got
she's like my pretend friend.
3 soda bottles.
Oh, they gave me a chit when I left CT, and they said, "Here's your lunch voucher." So I just wanted people to understand about the VA system.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't know a disabled veteran who gets free health care at the VA hospital or something. So when you have a procedure that takes you, like this one today was like 2+ hours, they give you this chit and you take it over to the little restaurant, or we'd call it a guidonk or whatever, and it's a free food. And so I didn't want to sit down and have anything that involve dead animals.
Mm.
And so
Are you a vegetarian?
uh, about 97% of the time, yes, I am.
Mm.
I eat like some shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
and about once every 2 years, someone takes me to Red Lobster for my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get a lobster and a steak, surf and turf.
Right, right. Lobster tail and a steak?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
scarf the whole thing because that's like a $30 plate of food, and
Sure.
it's not very, like I said, it's every couple of years or something on a special occasion when someone invites us, me and Tom, to go out and have dinner.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So now this is Hawaiian Tide, the calendar for Sunny Bunny.
This is Sunny Bunny. This is the 2014 calendar that I'd like to mail to you, Sunny Bunny. I know you got injured and have been in bed and have that little coat hanger thingy to lift yourself up, and you send in pictures about your guest room, the before and after. Somebody moved in to help you, and the wheelchair and all that stuff is in there. Carolyn's smiling. Do I have the wrong room?
No, you're on the PayPal.
Oh, yeah, that's funny too. We all know who that is. We all know who that's a spoof on.
Yeah, I know. I can't even believe you got that book there.
We can't even mention other channels, but so I'm throwing in some imitations, like without saying a name,
Mm-hmm.
even an initial. I'm kind of poking fun at YouTube. Is kind of what I'm doing. Always, all the time, almost everything is a YouTube post.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. We've got another one now.
The people
Oh, the
on
same.
YouTube
Oh,
that are
different,
like,
different view. Different
send me
view.
a slooper chat. You can PayPal me. You can slooper chat me. Give me your money. Give me your money. Subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the like.
What are these flowers? Are these peonies?
Okay, I told you about the chit. That's why I got 3 bottles of soda. I don't drink soda pop. I just wanted to do a PSA. I don't drink the
Oh, okay.
sugar carbonated water.
Well,
And
somebody was drinking some of them.
well, no, they're unopened. They're in my
Oh,
refrigerator.
really? Because it looks like the sprites have a little bit out of them.
No, they're
No? Okay.
unopened.
All right.
They better be. They better be sealed.
Maybe Schmida was taking a couple of slugs on the way back.
I don't think so. We don't. We don't drink that sugary stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so the flower centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody crafty made that. Brought them into the VA. So on this particular day in June, you see how it's felt.
It's felt?
Can you see me, Carolyn?
No. How do you see me? I don't see you.
When you stay on Zoom, you stay on the Zoom meeting. Like when you click on the Zoom,
Oh.
you send me the invitation and I click.
Oh, so you're
So
not see. Wait, hold on. You're not. You're seeing me.
I'm seeing
So you just saw when I changed my shirt and everything?
you didn't change your shirt. I can't see chat because I'm not on YouTube. I'm in Zoom. The upper left of my boxes.
Right, but you guys in chat can't see Joanne, can you? I don't think they in chat can see you.
Well, don't you put me in the little box like the
No,
caller?
no, they can't see us. So you guys didn't see when I just got changed. Only Joanne saw me get changed.
Yeah.
I feel better. Okay.
Got a beautiful red bra on.
Next time, tell me. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I can see that
Give me
red
the
bra.
heads up on that, because I think when I have the pictures up, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
You think you're behind the picture?
I think I'm behind the picture. Yeah.
Oh no, I can still see you, honey.
Oh
I see
wow. Okay.
everything.
That's good. That's good. That I didn't do something worse.
I see that watermelon on the counter too.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna wait another 4 weeks before we cut it.
I was thinking, bottle of tequila, fill it, and then you cut it up, salt it, and then you tell the children, don't eat the watermelon. This is for adults only.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Can you see me now,
I
Carolyn?
can't see you, so you could be changing as well, but I'm glad that nobody else saw me changing.
So I'm holding up the little flower pot thing, and they made it like, I would almost say out of toilet paper, but it's like
Toilet paper. Oh, tissue paper, maybe. Maybe?
it is tissue, but I mean,
Oh,
like, and
they
it's
look
just
pretty good. I mean, I thought they were real, like a little wilty, but they look better than tissue paper. I used to make those when I was a kid. We used to make an accordion pleat, staple it. Remember that? And then pull
and
them out.
they covered it. It's a cardboard container, and it's covered with these little felt butterflies. And I took the one that had the purple and the pink, because that would match my kitchen.
Right. Where'd you take it from? Just somebody's house?
It was sitting.
Joanne, what's that under your coat? Nothing.
Oh, honey, I got all kinds of things from that hospital today. I was Schmida. It was Schmida. It was all Auntie Schmida going around schmoozing everybody. I mean, old Hank's giving me, the pink stuff, the powdered stuff, some honey. I even got a couple of ball jars out of his office. So this came from the cafeteria. They had one on almost every table, except for the other people who had already taken one that liked it and wanted to put it in their office or something. So, Joanne's never one to miss a deal. And in case you guys think it's clutter or something, I can sell it at the yard sale for probably 50 cents.
Yeah, Anna is saying she'd like to know if somebody could please show us how to make those. I know how to make the tissue paper ones. Those don't look like tissue. Those actually look like chrysanthemums or something.
They look like that puffy flower, that little, it's an inexpensive flower the florist uses as a filler.
Oh, the carnation?
Yes. Because the way they squished them up.
Yeah, maybe we need a couple of different views of that.
I got some Easter grass on it. Yeah, well, I took a picture of it like on its side, showing the butterfly. Then I turned it, took another picture.
Okay.
Quite proud of myself. And I walked out of the cafeteria with it like right in my hand. Obvious. Like I'm taking this one with me. Nobody even looked at me.
Right. You just I'm taking it. Oh, see, okay, now I see. There's another view of it there, and
I'm quite sure that some of the women eating there today are going to take one up to their office, and then by the end of the month, they're going to put 4th of July decorations out,
Yeah.
What is it, a week till the 4th of July?
Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I don't, because I don't want the summer going faster than it should.
Yeah.
I live all year for the summer.
Well, I still got that little flag thing in the Brandy Brown Easter basket with the Brandy Brown Christmas stuff that, she got a big hoot out of.
Okay, now what is this? We got a ticket CO 104.
Okay, that was Schmida's. Schmida's bringing home the receipts.
Good.
Here's the receipt. It's got the date. It's got the time that she was at the pharmacy picking up Joanne's controlled drug medications and the pill cutter.
Okay, now you've got the special K drink enhancer that you got from that guy Hank, and then 2 packages of honey.
Right, so I can put it in my tea. I'm like, do you need these? It has the name of a chicken place on it.
Is that what kind of chicken place?
Let me get the honey. I'll see.
Is it? I don't know. I don't recognize that. Okay. Let's see where we go next after this. I think it's this picture.
It says, I don't know. This is a place in Ohio. It's Lee's.
Oh, we got this
General
one again.
Lee. Lees.
Lee's chicken.
Famous recipe chicken.
Oh, I've never heard of it. I mean, I think I've heard of it, but I've never been there. Now, what is this about your label? Are you going to tell us about the labels?
Okay. People like me, my generation, we don't just throw things out.
Mm-hmm.
So on the top of our prescription, it has this little yellow things. and like you can cut those off, you can cut off the part with your name and your address and everything from the pharmacy
Right.
paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got a little box and I've got these stickers in it. Well, what am I going to use them for? Why would you keep those?
I don't know.
Honey, I'm going to use them for stickers at the yard sale.
Oh, okay.
I can write like $1. Feed the
Uh-oh.
dogs, give me $1.
What's the bloody gauze?
Now that's not bloody. There's like one spot
Mm.
that came off my arm. When you go home, you've got this whole big thing wrapped up like on your arm.
Mm.
But look, she gave me the pink kind with the camouflage because I'm a girl. So, you know, at least they were considerate when they took the IV out. They put the little gauze on my skin.
Mm.
Then they wrap it up like, you know, like you're like a big fish just took a bite out of your arm, and they got to put the tourniquet on. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So they make you wear that pinking thing around your arm?
Yeah, well, they wrap you up. I mean, how am I going to take it off while I'm there?
Oh, I've never seen one of those. Okay.
I don't have scissors to cut it off.
Oh, all right.
Obviously, they don't want us bleeding or, you know, any bloodborne diseases around. So they wrap you up like you're a mummy.
Okay, so then we have number 3. What does this say? It says, I walk the line, the yard, home again, jiggity jig. I remember that much. Oh, I say that all the time. To market, to buy a fat pig, home again, jiggity jig.
Jiggity jig. That was little hints about the video that I made. So when I came home, I wanted to walk around. I wanted to be outside because Shmita likes to be outside. She doesn't want to be in doing housework. And Shmita's like, hey, you know, I made you drink the iodine water and go get the IV. And Shmita's off, you know, at the store having a good time. Poor Joanne's sitting there getting all this work done. Then we get home and Shmita's like taking over and running around the yard.
So I have a video. I'm supposed to play this now, but then you have a whole bunch of stuff. Am I supposed to read this?
No, you don't have to read it.
I don't have to read it?
Self-explanatory.
Just show the video?
Sure.
Roll the videotape. Okay, roll the videotape. Let me see. Hold on. I've got to push this over here. Hold on.
It's not. I'm not cracking up laughing in this one. I've really controlled myself, and I've left big spaces for you to narrate it.
Here, kind of like the bathtub, the fake shower. We just need to get the height right. All right, so I'm gonna have to put something higher.
I can't see the video.
You can't? Hold on. I'm trying to move the video a little bit because.
Well, let me.
Hang on.
Minimize you and then look at the YouTube one.
Okay, then I've got to hang on. Can you see it now?
I can see it.
Okay.
Tina Ward just subscribed.
Okay,
Yay,
we're back.
Tina, welcome to the Rambler.
We're in Ohio, southern, western Ohio.
You're gonna love the girls.
Just gonna put a little paper in here.
Oh, we're gonna start a fire.
Yeah.
This is one of.
This is good.
It's like Joanne's inhaler. Okay.
This is like acting
That's
really
just the
retarded.
box.
She's gonna. Mita's gonna start
Actual
the fire.
inhaler. I think we found it. It was touch and go for a while.
Joanne's. You don't need
because-
that.
Pill splitter box. Yeah, get rid of that.
Joanne. All
Yeah,
right.
that's Joanne's.
She got that at the VA today, the pharmacy. Joanne had a CT. I think it's like a computerized, I don't know, Joanne would know. She's a nurse. Or she was, I mean, she worked as a nurse. I don't know. If you're a policeman and you don't have a job, you're a retired policeman. If you're a mother and your children are grown up, are you still a mother?
Yeah.
If you're a nurse, are you always a nurse? I think you're always kind of one of those. I don't think it goes away. Like I was a waitress once, doesn't mean I go around and waitress now. Is that enough? I don't know. Somebody will let us know if this is a good idea or not. All right.
Like
There we go.
somebody. Nobody ever wants to help. Somebody will always,
Flame
kick it in
going
the
here.
butt.
And it's not raining. I can't believe it. It's like the news today in Ohio is that it is not raining. Okay, sun is out. I don't know if things are gonna dry out or not, but at least today we have sunshine. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. There we go.
This is going to be a very unsuccessful
I
fire.
don't know.
Oh,
We'll
really?
see.
We were getting ready for something really
We'll come
big.
back to that.
No. This is going to be a allegory because I'm going to discuss
all right, so
about.
she went to
I'm not going to do anything to the
hospital.
fire. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to tend
See.
to it. I'm not going to nurture it and
Auntie
take care of it.
Schmida went with Joanne.
Pet Nanny
Because
Nancy
they
Schmida
live in the
comes
same
from
body.
a different channel.
There was a
True
little-
Crime
Oh, it's
News.
catching.
Have
It's
a problem,
catching.
and I've got the pictures to prove it because Joanne got pissed, really pissed, and hit Schmida in the face. And, like,
That's why they
Wow.
thought I was
I
crazy.
got a
I was
picture.
talking about Schmida, and they're like,
I'm just
"Who's-
gonna put
who's
that
Joanne
on an
talking
email.
about?"
Send that to Mommy. See what Mommy
Schmida's
has to say
trolling
about
me
that,
in the
Schmida.
Chat room.
All right.
How big do you want it? You want it
So-
big like your son?
Yeah,
She had to
yeah,
drink.
get her done.
Drag the
Thank God I didn't have
table
to drink
out and
it, but-
stuff.
Yeah, just start burning,
It's
have a
500
cleansing fire. Put all the
cc's.
clutter on there.
mLs, milliliters. Look at your Coke
Talking about the
bottle or your
water
Pepsi
again.
bottle, and you'll see how many mLs is
Trying
there.
to
That's
explain
a
milliliters.
liquid measurement. Like 1
Doing a
liter.
PSA
1
work.
liter is your,
Guys that drink a
I
2
think that's your,
liter
like, your big Coke bottle or something. You soda drinkers
bottle
know.
of Coke.
I'm trying to reference you
That almost looks like a
because
vase of flowers next to the
a
fire.
6-pack of Coke, I don't know. I
No,
don't
that's
know.
one of
A
those
2-liter
something.
bottle. Oh, that's what
My
it's called.
sweet
Okay, so it's
husband
2
brought
liters.
that home. It's one of those
So if you had a
that
2-liter
the sun goes into
of
the
soda,
thing, so
fizzy
it's
water,
solar powered.
carbonated with sugar
It's a steak. It's
and
a metal.
sugar, and then
But aren't you going to burn it
some
up?
caramel cover
No, it's far
coloring.
enough away, and I move it probably when the camera.
Joanne was given a
It's right there. It looks like, but trust me,
500
I've got things.
milliliter. So that's
I'd
like
be worried.
500 milliliters is
No,
1
I wouldn't.
fourth
Okay.
I
of a
just
2-liter
what the
Coke.
hell?
So she was given 500
Go match on
mLs
it.
milli. That's
She's
like
talking to
10 to
you,
the negative
Carolyn, for
third,
you to
or 3
jump in
decimal
there.
points
Oh.
over to the right. So out of, she had to drink that between 12 and 1.
12
Drink
and
it
1.
slowly.
Yeah,
Taste every delicious bite.
stale water.
You know, swish that around your mouth. Sip on that.
That looks like a bird.
In the big
Almost that
jug.
leaf started to look like a little bird that was on fire and
And
lost
then
its head.
from 1 to
No
2,
animal cruelty ever.
Okay, it just looked. No, I know it wasn't, but it looked like one. You know,
they gave
we
her
saw
another
clouds
one.
today
Wasn't
that were like
even
all kinds of animals.
like
It's crazy.
refrigerated. You know, it's like room temperature. Tell you what, I don't know about that, but
No, it's kind of gross.
I don't know. It
right?
had something in it, iodine.
You should just dump all that stuff just right on
And-
there.
Dump all what stuff in gas?
All that
She
paper
drank
stuff
that
you're putting on there like one
second
at a
one. Now,
time.
well, she was drinking the second one.
Well, that's kind of
I
a
went
joke,
off
too, because that
to
was
the
paper
pharmacy.
trash can that was in the kitchen and
And got
Why
There's the
didn't you-
a
Ritz. You
couple
guys
things
finished the Ritz.
taken care of.
Yeah. Is that an old
Some new
iron?
pill cutter.
That I'm seeing things in here that really aren't in here. It's
And-
weird. That looked
Come
a
on,
little
so
bit
we'll
like an
cut
iron, but I know
medicine
it's
in
not.
half Because Joanne thinks
there's some fun things on the chair.
that
My,
only
my,
she can
my
decide.
glasses,
when
the
we
lighter
can
that just
take a
doesn't
pill.
work.
And Schmida wants
Need a
to be able to take a
cigarette.
pill too. So now you can't be double dipping.
I'm surprised she just
You know,
didn't bring a
double dip,
can of beer
you know.
out, you know?
It's like 2 scoops of
Yeah.
ice cream on 1 cone. So I said, "Hey, can we have a pill cutter?" And they said, "Heck yeah, you can have a pill cutter.
You've got a
Come
pill
on, why
cutter.
isn't this thing working? You're supposed
Oh,
to make
yeah,
fire."
Schmieda's real proud of that. She went and got the
Hold
pain
on.
meds and the pill cutter, and she all
Okay.
thinks she got over an old Joanne Dallas.
Slick.
I'm really worried
We'll
about that
see if it
solar
even
flower.
lasts. Kind of help
I
with the
moved
bugs.
it, Carolyn. It's safe.
Now there's one of those bags underneath the
Dallas
kitchen
stepped
sink,
in
but we
and
put a
saved the
couple
day.
things on. So this is the bag you put the paper in. You don't put the trash in it, just the paper.
Yeah,
Why do you need the paper? So you can light a fire.
I decorated the outside of the
Okay.
bag, Carolyn, just
Simple.
for you because I love you.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. Love you too.
Here's some bug spray
Yeah,
from the
mosquitoes in
dollar
Ohio
store.
are thick.
I hope it's
I
DEET
don't know
free.
whose those are, 'cause...
That's the
Hey,
fence.
Joey!
There's
Hey.
my baby. Where's my baby?
Yeah, I got them all.
There's
I
the
guess
stuff
somebody
on the
wanted to come
chair.
out with Auntie, huh?
There she is.
Schmieda?
Oh,
Schmieda
my
family.
baby.
What are those orange things over there?
All right.
Where? I missed it.
We're
They were
out
on the
in
other side, like,
backyard, and we
Crossing,
got
you had
something
2 little
going
orange
here.
things under the house, like orange.
All right, I can't
I see
put
'em in the
this
corner
where
by
I want
the-
it because then you can't see. So
I don't know. I'd have to.
I guess I'll just
People in other countries are
Do something
freaking
like
that you're burning
this.
trash.
I know. When I lived in the state of California, you never burned anything because the air quality was so poor.
Yeah, they're saying California too. That's how forest fires start.
Maybe.
Like some of them are getting panic
that.
attacks.
Yeah, like in LA, the
This
pollution,
looks
you know,
pretty dry
so
for all
that's
that
just
rain.
something you
I'll
don't
see if
do. But
something
out
will
here in
catch.
the
Maybe-
Midwest, people,
Maybe I don't have to do a lot of
you know,
intervention. Maybe
That's
it'll
how
just
they
like
get her
happen
done with Midwest
generically.
there, right?
that's how we get her
Genetically.
done.
Yeah.
Generically.
And so I had
Just let
to.
it
I got the idea because I
happen
saw smoke across the
if
fence.
it's
I'm like,
gonna
well, he's
happen.
burning his stuff because we had a lot of wood
without
fall
putting a whole
off
lot
the
of effort
trees
into
during
it.
that
We'll
damn
just see. You know, if you don't
tornado. This is
stand
not
over
a
and
big
Anna's
look
freaking
at
out.
fire. It might
Anna,
look
it's
like
okay.
it's a lot
That's
of
how they
wood.
get her
tend
done
to it.
Like,
over there in Ohio.
nurture it,
like
we'll just see.
2 feet.
What
at
it'll
the,
do on
at
its
the
own.
highest. Unless it'd be funny or for me to pretend it's 6 feet high, then I'll go with that.
Okay, what are we doing with the shovel?
Oh, am I still? Am I still recording?
Yeah.
You know,
Imagine
my
that.
yard, right?
Okay, I'm
4
gonna walk the
dogs.
yard.
Oh, you've got to pick up the poop.
Wasn't that a
Yeah.
Johnny Cash song? I walk the line.
Where you're supposed to narrate, Carolyn.
Men in
Oh,
that wasn't
yeah,
Men in
I walk-
Black.
Because you're mine, I
So-
walk the line, right?
Johnny Cash, he did that.
See the Johnny Cash
I'm
reference?
stuck in
Yeah.
Folsom Prison, going down the line. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know
Well, that's a
when.
different song. That's
I'm
Folsom
stuck
Prison.
in
You got them
Folsom
mixed up,
Prison.
right?
Time
Right. This
keeps
is this is down in Folsom
dragging
Prison.
on.
But then the other one is
That's exactly why you
call
don't
it
hear
Yeah,
the
I did the
Mine.
Men in Black because Johnny Cash
So-
always wore black. And I'm like, no, wait a minute, he's not a man in black.
yeah, he was the man in
No,
black.
True crime, you don't want to get
Well, he wore
caught,
black
do ya?
clothing, but there was a movie called M.I.B.
Nope.
Men.
Oh, that's Men in Black.
You don't want to do the crime
Okay,
unless you're willing
here's
to
the,
pay the
stupid
time,
shed.
do the crime, pay the time.
No, do the crime. No,
Now, Stephanie,
Yeah,
man,
this is all
she
for
did
you,
the crime.
Carolyn.
do the time. You
20-something years later, she started
do the
doing
crime.
time.
You do the time, isn't it? No.
That tells me that you can be a Los Angeles Police Department detective and a woman, and if you kill somebody, she killed her boyfriend's wife, but he wasn't her boyfriend anymore. They dated in college.
yeah, walk the line.
All right, we're gonna do some.
Oh, that happened in New
Whacking
York
here.
City
We're gonna
though
do some
too,
yard
right?
work.
Recently.
Schmieda likes to be out of the house. She's not really big on being inside doing
give
housework,
old
so.
Mommy Rambling's
gotta-
a thumbs up for
we gotta
being a
move that bag.
pyromaniac.
That's
What is that bag there?
for
That's my trash
planting
can.
mix for professional
here,
growers.
here, I'm gonna give you some
Ultra
pearls of
outdoor
wisdom here
planting
now.
mix. Planting mix. What
Oh.
could we use that for?
What is that,
I
Carolyn?
don't know.
Is that a bag of poop?
Certainly not going to grow any pineapples or avocados. Not in this house.
Is it really? Is
That's
that
a
where you put all
mess.
the poop?
We got to take care of that.
It's
But,
planting mix.
it's not the
Oh,
neighbors' stuff
okay.
coming
But I
over
thought,
my
all right.
yard.
We're
That's
not
the
going to
neighbors'
grow any
stuff.
pineapples here.
Oh no! Wait a minute. I can't blame him. It's on my side of the
Oh,
fence.
Teresa, that fire
I better
went
clean
out
my
so
side of
far
the fence
long
before I
ago.
look
You have to tend to a fire and
over
nurture
the
it for it
fence.
to grow. You just
Something
throw a
about
match down,
throwing.
let the leaves burn, walk away. Nothing
You
will
don't
happen.
throw
We're not
rocks
allowed
at
to
glass.
burn leaves,
If you
so-
live in a glass house, you don't throw rocks. 'Cause
No.
why?
The windows will break.
Somebody will throw one at you and break your house? Okay, all right. Living in glass houses,
break
don't
your
throw
windows.
rocks. Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
You don't live in a strong house. They'll just come
There's your
by and
fence
you're
line,
vulnerable.
folks. Let's get to work here.
If you live in a
Here's
brick
our
house, then I
before
guess you can
picture.
throw rocks, right, without windows.
You gonna help, Mommy? You
Good
gonna
boy.
help? You good boy.
Good girl, Carolyn. You're
Oh,
just
okay. All right. Okay, so let me see how I get. How do I get this? Am I getting rid of this? No. How do I get this off here? Okay. Okay. Back to the bloody gauze. All right. So,
you know
hold
how
on.
many people are like freaky? Some people can't even stand for an IV to get started. They're like such needle freaks.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, do you like them?
No,
You're like,
I'm
oh
not
yeah,
screaming
hey.
about them.
I don't. I mean, I don't. I hate IVs the worst.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoic.
You could put who in your ant farm? Who? Oh, they say great video for Shmita.
Shmita left you a lot of room to walk all over her in that video.
Yeah. But everybody was so upset, like worried about the fire. A few of them, you know.
Well, I'll have to.
Check the chat because
I'll have to put on a good fire.
I thought you were going to get her done and start bringing stuff out from in the house, you know, like here, throw this chair on there and we don't need this chair. I thought it was fire department was coming.
I'll go over the neighbors and steal some from his
You'd
wood
get a
pile.
summons, maybe take that fence. I'm tired of this fence, right? Start hacking at that, throwing it on there. That would have been fun. That would have been a good video, right? Or throw some stuff out of that shed you had. Clothes, start burning old clothes. Like Leaping Lizard said I did that. She said I started a fire in my driveway. Where is Leaping Lizard? She hasn't been here in a couple of days. I hope she's okay. She said I started a big fire. I threw all that Marie Kondo that had me put all the clothes on the bed that I flipped out and I threw it on the driveway and lit it on fire.
You know, that happens in divorces.
Oh yeah,
Remember
right.
that
They throw the
movie?
stuff out. Betty Broderick, yeah, she was throwing that stuff out. She was I think she was lighting it on fire by the pool, wasn't she?
She threw her husband had all those expensive suits, the lawyer guy.
She didn't care.
Oh no,
She was
threw
lighting
it out
that.
the window.
She took that cream pie. Remember the cream pie in the bedroom? Yeah, all
went
over the place with that cream pie.
Psycho, man. She just went totally psycho.
I found out why the cream pie bothered her so much because it was her recipe and the mistress
Oh,
or the
the
new
new
wife
wife.
was making her recipe. So she was pissed. Like, who gave her my recipe and then she made it for my old husband, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well,
she
the-
took that
you know,
pie
the
and
new
threw it all
wife
over the bed.
The new wife really looks so bizarrely similar to her. It's like he just took 20 years off, you know, and got a new woman 20 years younger than, but he replaced her.
Yeah, a lot of guys do that though. They do.
Well, do you remember what that one juror said in the first trial? He was like, "What took her so long?"
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people like really, you know, felt for Betty even though everything she did. You know, they're like, oh, because they you know,
Yeah.
they saw themselves in Betty and even with the cream pie and everything, there's, it's okay, really.
She
A woman
drove
scorned.
a vehicle into the door of his house.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, the Suburban, that big Chevy Suburban, she drove it right in through the front door.
Dropped the kids off. That was her big mistake. She was so angry at Dan that she destroyed herself to seek revenge on her husband.
She must have been a friend that was hard to reel in there, right? Where's Betty? She's not here at the bridge. She's not playing tonight. No, she's taking the Suburban and driving it into Dan's house. So you probably couldn't count on her much because you never knew when she'd go off the deep end and want to drive the truck into Dan's house. But
Who played her in the movie?
what's her name? I could. Oh my gosh, Meredith Baxter Burney.
Oh, she did great.
She did, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And speaking of her, Betty Brod, I was just thinking about someone else. Oh, Carolyn Warmus. She's out. The lady that Carolyn Warmus. She killed the. Did she kill them both? In New York City, she's a very rich girl, 23 years old. She fell in love with. Who's going to help me out in the chat here? Who is she? Carolyn Warmus. Who did she killed the wife? She shot the wife, right? Oh, why is this? Meredith Baxter Burney is still alive, say Robbie. Yes.
Yeah.
Carolyn Warmus. I did something on her. Carolyn Warmus, she just got released on parole. I told you about this like a few months ago.
Meredith Baxter is hooked up with a woman now. She has.
Is she?
Yeah, she's very happily married with a woman.
Oh, so she left David Burney, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, because they were together. I mean, they were a Hollywood couple or whatever for 20 years, and
a lot of them did that. Like Tony Randall was married too. Nobody knows. Oh boy, they're not on their game tonight in this chat.
I'm not even.
Almost 400 people here, and they don't have the Warmus right up there. Like,
I don't remember that case. I'm drawing a big blank, which is unusual.
And I can always count on the chat. It's not looking like it tonight. Somebody must be using Google right now. It's going to come in as the big savior.
Yes, they will.
No, just the wife she killed. What happened to the guy? I wonder if she's meeting up with him.
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction is something else. That's about Glenn Close and Michael Douglas. That's the one where she's clicking the light on and off. I will not be ignored, Dan. That's another Dan, though. We have a Dan here that's a very bad man. That's what my kids refer to him as. No one on the lake likes him. Seriously, he can't even go to the lake meetings anymore because he did something so terribly bad that he's ostracized on the lake, and everybody hopes he will move. And so he was walking. He takes the voice box out of his dogs. He has golden retrievers. He gets he gets their voice boxes taken out because he can't stand barking. But the other day, Jimmy was coming home. Like when he's up, he's a really weird guy. So he will, if I'm on the dock, I swear to you, this man will come down, and he's 3 houses over. So he will take his chair, he will turn it around so he's facing me on the dock, and he will sit there like this the entire time I'm swimming, so that by the time I'm done, I'm like, Dan, go in the house and get a camera, take some pictures, because he's so freaking annoying. Or I've called him some other names, okay? Because nobody likes him. He's a mean man. And my kids, if I don't pick them up at the bus, because now the guy drops them, and if I'm just like a minute late getting there and they have to walk past his house, he's not here all the time. They go, Mom, he's horrible. He told my kids when they were riding their bikes on the street, go the F home. And he said the word, go the F home to your house. Yeah. And then the other day, Jimmy's driving home, right? And he passes him, and he's walking with his dog, and Dan goes, get over here, buddy, this dog. And then when Jimmy passes, he goes, a-hole, just like that. Yeah. And Jimmy slammed the brakes on.
Oh, good for Jimmy.
He reversed the car, and he goes, what'd you say to me, Dan? What'd you say, Dan? And then Dan just goes, pretends he doesn't hear. And Jimmy came up here. He was like ready to kill somebody. And then Luke goes, Daddy, you know what he told us on the way home? And Jimmy's like, don't tell me now, because I will go in there and beat the crap out of this guy, right? So he's like, couldn't even talk to him about it because he was going to, he was just going to go pummel this guy. So yeah. And then like tonight when we got home, he doesn't like barking dogs or anything, right? So now, normally we wouldn't purposely go make our dogs bark, but we let them out and we started riling them up. So they were barking and barking. He's like, go see Dan. But, getting a real riled up 3 dogs just barking like lunatics in the driveway and just letting him, Dan, go nuts. And I said, we have lasers. He should do laser show over Dan's house, right? Or send the drone there at night, keep circling the house.
Well, those are great ideas.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
He's a nutcase. He lit bottle rockets off in the bottom of my driveway to make my dogs bark on purpose. I'm serious. And I called the police on him, and the police came. Yes, and they told him, if you go near her driveway again, you're getting a restraining order. And they came and they told me he was cracked. Nobody on the lake likes him. He's not allowed at the lake meetings anymore. And nobody knows why he still lives here because everybody hates them.
You know what? We need to hook him up with Dick Cheney to go hunting.
Oh my gosh. His next door neighbors, right? He tried to get them out. She claims it's because she brought a fruit salad there to introduce herself. She said, never. I said, well, you never win friends with salad. Why did you bring a fruit salad? You should have brought a chocolate cake or something. And no, he came out. He wrote bad letters on the lake stationery. That's why he's ostracized. He pretended he was the Lake Association and wrote to the DEC and said he did not want them to build a house there. And they found out, because it all comes out in the wash. They have the receipts, right? That he wrote the letters. Oh, we had a big meeting and he got ousted. He's never allowed back. It's like if you steal from a store and you're never allowed back there again. He's never allowed in the lake meetings again. He's totally ostracized.
You guys, when he puts his Christmas decorations up, you guys should do a neighborhood raid and go steal all his decorations.
Well, but he doesn't. They don't live here year round. But somebody said they want to do stuff like maybe just mess with him a little bit, and move stuff around when he's gone. And yeah, I found him sitting in front of the neighbor's house with a notebook writing stuff down. Yeah, he's whacked. I'm telling you, he's whacked.
He was taking notes and.
Yeah, taking notes to start kicking some, what. But yeah, he just watches me when we swim. And then I call Jimmy on the cell phone and I go, he's down here again. He's watching the kids. Maybe he's a pedophile. Why is he watching the children? Oh, I'm telling you, no hold bards with Dan because he's bad. He's a bad man. He watches us. You don't understand. He stares at us. Why is he doing that? He's a bad man. I'm sorry.
And I would sit in direct view of his place and have some binoculars on like this. And I'd be smoking cigarettes, get somebody to chain smoke and somebody with a big belly and have them shirtless and just be looking at this guy like I'm looking at you. Do the Robert.
I'm going to take some video of him. I'm going to take some video of him. I'm going to do that on the lake this year now that we're live. When he's doing that to me, I'm just going to turn my camera on to you guys, and I'm going to be like, there's Dan staring. I'm going to do it. If he's going to stare at me, I'm going to put him on live. He's going to be live on YouTube.
Yeah, put him in chat.
I'm going to put him live on YouTube. If he's sitting there staring at me while I'm swimming, I'm taking my phone and I'm going live, and I'm going to face it right at him.
We're going to do some pranks on Dan, man.
We're going to have a good time. I have every right to do that, right?
Put some duct tape on his back and
he doesn't know, because he doesn't know I'm streaming now. So I'm going to, and then Luke's going to be like, smash the likes, we have the bad man on, because that's what they call him.
The bad man.
The bad man. I am. That's a good revenge, because every time he looks at me and he sits there and he turns his chair on the dock, I'm going to videotape him. I'm going to be live so much. Videotaping Dan. It could be a new live.
And have a bucket have a bucket at your house and pick up the doggy poo poo, and then you drive by and
Oh,
someone
don't laugh. You know what
parks
he was
the
doing? Oh,
car.
my
I
brother
would do
got
it.
into it
I
with
know
him.
how to do the sack of shit, and you light it on fire, and they come out on the porch and they stomp it out, and their shoe gets all
He
covered in poop.
purposely, you got to listen to this one. He purposely let his dogs crap. Purposely. We have the other house, right? So my brother was up there, and my brother was so mad. He put out a sign, right? It said, please curb your dog or clean up after your dog. And he and his wife took it, ripped it, and threw it on the ground. And Jimmy said, I'm putting a camera there, and we're going to catch him doing it, and we're going to bring it to the lake meeting. Because nobody can, I'm telling you, he doesn't have one friend, not one,
Bad
not
neighbor.
one. Yeah, he's a very bad man. And I'm going to take, when he stares at me, now that's perfect. I'm just going to sit there like this is my phone, and I'm just going to be like, hi, we're live with Dan, right? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it right back, and I'm going to talk about him loud, because on the lake, your voice carries. So I'm just going to talk about him loud. I'm going to say, there's Dan with his chair watching us again. We can't even come down and go swimming. He's got to watch us the entire time we're here, because he tries to make you uncomfortable. That's what he does.
Well,
I'm
you know,
putting him on
somebody that's
YouTube.
an
He's coming.
asshole
Get
like
ready.
that,
So when you see a slightly overweight, older guy sitting down on a lawn chair on his deck, on his dock that's cantilevered over the water, he'll probably have a golden retriever, and maybe his really crotchety, mean wife will be there. You'll know who it is. So just get ready for that. They're going to be lives with Dan.
that'll be great.
It is.
That'll be great. And does anybody know Dick Cheney? Have Dick Cheney invite him out, go on a hunting trip with him. Old
No,
Dick
I'll
will
just have
take care of
I'll
him.
have Jimmy have the drone like circling above his head, maybe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We'll get some ants, like some red fire ants, and get them nesting. We can get Robbie to come in and get like a big red ant thing going in the guy's yard, like a whole freaking colony. So every time he goes out in the yard to pick up the garden hose, he'll be being bit by ants, and we going, gosh, darn it all.
You know what he did one other day? We were sitting on the porch, right? And all of a sudden I hear him go, you freaking biatch. But he didn't say freaking. He didn't say freaking, and he didn't say biatch, okay? He
I
said the
know what
real
you
words.
said.
And I'm like, who is he talking to? Is that he talking to his wife like that? I'm like, I don't know who he was talking to. Maybe he was on the phone. But he screamed that so loud, and we're like, oh my gosh, who is he talking to? But yeah, he curses at the kids. They're driving in the street, and he curses at them. And we owned all the land. Like his house is built on the other people's property. He put his bushes over on their property line. So you know what they did? They didn't make him move the bushes, but they took a string and they put it down the middle, and they put like these orange ties, and they tell everybody like in front of him that Dan put all the forsythia bushes on their property. And so everybody knows that. And then we own the land all around him. So I always go, Jimmy, that's where we're going to put the new dog kennels. I tell right in front of his house. I go, and they're barkers, those dogs. You know, they're going to be big barkers. We're going to raise them. And we do all kinds of things like that because he's a very mean man.
You need to put your mulch pile right on the property line and then you throw all your rotten
A
cabbage.
compost pile that
potatoes.
smells, right? Like downwind on him.
Yeah, I put a big pile of leaves and put all that. I mean, just for what he did to those dogs.
Oh yeah, he takes their voice boxes out. My father was alive. Like they keep getting more and more golden retrievers. That's all they get, and they all have the voice box removed. They can't bark. They like, whoo. They can't even go like that. Whoo. They can't do anything like that.
Verbal my dogs are in my videos. Like when I'm talking, like, hey, little Joey, come here, and they're like, ooh, ooh. I have a video where Kona and Gunner are like grunting and groaning, and I'm going, oh, what's wrong with your little belly, Gunner? Do you need your belly rubbed? And he's going, oh, and he's a dog. And then they go and take the voice box out.
Yeah, but you want to hear what they did? You want to hear how they didn't get off on a good foot with us even before he got kicked out of the Lake Association when they first moved here from New Jersey, okay? And they only stay here, seasonally. Thankfully, they're not full time. But they told everybody they were 39 years old when they moved here, and they said that they had heart conditions. That's what they said. I don't think it was true at all. And because they kayak and stuff, and come on, they can't take noise. That's what they said. They can't take noise because they have heart conditions. So listen to this one. I had a beagle at the time, right? Yeah. And my beagle was barking, and she couldn't take it. Listen to what she did. She took my beagle. I wasn't home. She opened the door to my house and put my dog inside. And my sister goes, oh my gosh, what if the dog wasn't allowed in? Like, how do you know? What nerve of you to do that, right? So my dog was good in the house, but still, it was like, how did my dog get in my... So she said something like, the dog was barking, and I have a heart condition. I don't want to hear it. So I went over there, and I opened the door, and I let your dog in. And I just said, like, and at that time I had parrots, right? I said, what if my dog and parrot didn't get along, and the dog ate the parrot, right? Then, you're going to be liable. And you went up there, I said, and I went down there. I went ballistic on her. Oh, and so did my sister. My sister said, you have some damn nerve going up to someone's house and doing that. Who do you think you are? And she's like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And like the dog barked like 3 times. The other neighbors told me, and she went up there and threw the dog in the house and then closed the door and left.
I remember hearing a little bit of this story before about your sister, a dog.
Yeah, they're bad neighbors. I'm going to be on that true crime thing. There's a thing about neighbors that are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be right here on YouTube this summer. The Adventures of Dick and Dan. No, it can't be. The Adventures of Jim and Dan. Jim, Carolyn, and Dan.
Well, you just stick the Ramblers on him, and we'll just clean his clock, but good.
Because we think of like things to do, and then Jimmy says, no, we've got to be more adult than that. Like we can't put a for sale sign on his lawn when he's not there. And
no,
do you want to hear a funny story? I'll tell you a quick funny story, and then listen. One day, you can't believe this, okay? We had this stuff going on with Dan. He was up. I went down to the bottom of the driveway, and there was a for sale sign, like a big Prudential one, like a big, okay? I go, who the H put this here, right? And I look, and I'm going like, Dan, you've gone too far this time, right? So I told Jimmy, I'm like, damn, Dan, put that darn thing there. So Jimmy's like, what is wrong with him? Something is wrong with that man, right? So, well, you haven't heard the best part. About 5-6 years later, my son's friend that used to live here, because all the boys had their friends, they all came to my house. My little kids thought their friends were their brothers, okay? They would say, when is Anthony coming home? Because that's Anthony's sink. I said, who do you think Anthony is? My brother. I said, Anthony's not your brother. You know he's Mike's friend? He's Mike's friend? Yeah. I said, Michael's your brother. Ray's your brother. Anthony's their friend. But I had Anthony and Keith. I had everybody living here. Everybody came here. Okay, you have no idea. I'd have the boy, hey, Carolyn, how's it going? They would be getting this. I'm telling you, you don't even know what my life used to be like when the boys lived here. So their mothers like never reciprocated. Like they were always here. Thanksgiving, they were here. So yeah, it was fine. Anthony joined the Army. Okay, he got married. Now he has a little baby girl. So the other day, and we're Facebook friends, the other day he says to my son, about a year ago, Michael, you know what one of my favorite memories is? When I got that for sale sign and I put it in front of the house and your mom thought it was the neighbor. He's like, that was so freaking good. And I'm like, yeah, but you know what was better? You know what I did, Anthony? Is when you parked right behind my van and I hit your Camaro and I just, I moved my car somewhere else. So I said, we're even. And then he's like, that was you? I'm like, yeah. Because I thought, but then he cracked the car up like a week later because I was going to tell him, but it was gone. Then it was gone. But yeah, but he parked like right behind me in the dark. And I'm like, bam. I'm like, what the is behind me? I'm like, Anthony, what the freak? Okay. But he put the for sale sign there and we thought it was Dan.
Oh.
And we were pissed. We were pissed. Can you call in, Linda? Sure. So yeah, we were really upset about that. But I don't know what to do with that. I'm I think this channel is going to give me a lot of power over Dan this summer. I don't think he's going to like to be on video. You know what it's like to have somebody gawking at you when you're swimming? And the kids are like, Mom, let me see the cannonball. Mom, do that. And you're like, you don't want somebody like gawking at you. I don't need that. Do you need that? I don't need it.
That's creepy, man.
It is creepy. I want to get like those, I should get those 3-panel screens. I have some of them, put them on that side of the dock so that he'll only see you jump in the water. Like, I don't know. He's a creepy guy. He just is pretty creepy. Did you miss something? No, just the neighbor. And my kids, they constantly, Mommy, the bad man's, they don't even want to walk down, the bad man's there. So he's not nice. He curses at the kids. I'm going to have the kids go with a private like a body camera on and get him cursing at the kids. I'm going to bring it to the next lake meeting.
Yeah, the more people you have information, you can sit in a room all you want and discuss the guy, or like have a private little club on Facebook or something, like We Hate Dan Club.
But nobody likes him. I mean, even people that are like the most like salt of the earth, no one he's been so mean to everybody. Everybody's going, when is he going to leave? And we all have bets. I said, how could you live here when everybody hates you so much? Like, they don't invite him to the lake. Like, he can't come to, it's like I said, when you get caught shoplifting in a store and you're never allowed back in that Target or the Walmart or the Kohl's or whatever, that's what it is at the lake meeting. He is never allowed back there, never. But he did something so bad. He impersonated the entire association to the DEC. So, yeah, it's very, very bad. Very bad. Totally. So, just so everybody knows, everybody's on the same page. When I start taking Dan, because he'll be up a lot in the summer, and he's very annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy's almost gone down there he's had to really control himself. And you know what? We're such nice neighbors. We thought someone was doing something in his house, and we actually called him and said, Dan, I think there's someone like outside your house or something. And, we did the right thing. But then he was like, oh, okay. But yeah, we actually did that because we weren't going to let something like that happen. And we would never really kill him or anything unless he came and was, killing us. Because if he comes up here with a gun, then yeah, we will. But yeah, even the police came back here and they go like this. That guy is, we told him he cannot go in your driveway and light off bottle rockets. And if he does it again,
does he have a boat, any kind of boat?
Oh, yeah. He has a kayak.
Like his own little pier.
He has got his own dock. His dock is 3 down from ours. And that's why he just turns his chair and stares when I go swimming with the kids every time if he's up. He just deliberately comes down.
No, I think Auntie Schmida needs to come by for 2 nights and 3 days.
Yeah, you'll get rid of him by then?
Schmida will. She'll put some camouflage on, and she'll take care of some. She'll do it quietly. She won't get caught. You won't see a thing. Nobody will even notice.
Okay.
She'll swim under the water with her snorkel and fins. Go up on his little dock. You call it a dock when it's on a lake, not a pier, huh?
A dock, yeah. He's got a dock. Cantilevers out over the water, and he just sits right there.
We'll fry his boat. And he'll do an insurance claim. My boat caught fire, and they'll be like, "Hey, we'll pay you now. We'll pay you this time." But that sounds awful suspicious. These windows will get broken. We'll just do surveillance on the house, get intel. Anytime he leaves, we'll know like when he's doing his shop. The windows will get broken. He'll get his windows replaced. They'll be fun. They'll be.
You know what the funny thing is, though? Wait, got to hear this one. Last Saturday, he was doing some cleanup, I guess, out of his basement, right? He was like Marie Kondoing it. I'm serious. And he started putting stuff out on the lawn, like just take it free. And that milk can, the milk can I just told you about, was at Dan's house. Jimmy goes by, he sees it, and he goes, Carol, it'll kill me if I don't get this, right? So he takes that baby, he throws it in the back of his truck because Dan wasn't there. Dan was gone. And then he hightailed it up here, and he's like, I got it from Dan's house. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. He's like, yeah, you would have killed me if I didn't take it, right? I said, he's put all this stuff out for free. And then the other people that don't like him either, they came by and grabbed 2 canoes and some other stuff, and everybody was just grabbing it like, we hate you, but we're taking your stuff. Okay. Because I'm telling you. And once I did the same thing. He put out a lawn tractor, a wagon that you put in the back of a ride-on lawnmower because he didn't have one. And the people, when he bought the house, they had just the cart and we had the ride-on lawnmower. And I said to my son, go get that thing. And he goes, I don't want Dan to see me. And you should have seen us. We ran. They were like, is he there? Because it said free, right? But we didn't want to give him the satisfaction that we're taking the cart because we don't like you, right? So we grabbed that damn cart. We ran like lightning with that cart up to, and he never even knew who took it. Like, I mean, he said it was free, but he never know to this day who had it. Yeah, we took that.
Can I be right back? I mean, like, I just want to get the bag that Schmida bought.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
It's got some presents for people.
Oh, presents? Okay.
If they'll send you an email and like give their
Oh my gosh, it's 3:33 again. It's 3:33. I caught it on 3:33 again. Wow.
That's weird, Carolyn.
I know. Hi, Linda.
Hey, I'm just so entertained by your story.
Oh, yeah, my neighbor.
I'm just inspired because I think that one day, and I kind of wrote something in the chat, one day we're going to see a true crime story about the day Dan swam with the fishes, or the revenge of the irate Lakers.
It could happen.
You know, I can just see everybody out, torches, flames, marching around, giving him heck. And boy, it could be the next true crime story.
I think they do have one like that, Linda. It's called something like, they probably know, it's something about neighbors. And there's a whole bunch of things on ID Discovery about neighbors that go crazy at each other.
Yeah, that's right. I saw one once where there was a woman, I think she was an alcoholic, and she kept doing things, lewd, kind of weird acts in front of other children. And she would be, just kind of shaking her bottom and making mean signs. And it took a lot for the neighborhood association or the group of people to get her finally out of there. But yeah, I think that would be quite an interesting case study for that show.
You know what I'm going to do? I want to read. I'm going to find the Lake minutes when he got caught for doing what he did, impersonating all of us to the DEC. I'm going to find that, and we're going to start a case on the bad. I mean, that takes a set of brass, you know what, to do what he did. I mean, and think that it wasn't going to come out. Really, it was crazy. He impersonated all of us. There's
a whole field of study about
what is that? Wow.
The communication that goes on in HOAs of various sorts, and the kind of political backbiting and dirty tricks that goes on. And I think that would be a good addition to that whole series.
I'll have to change his names not to incriminate you can't. So he'll be like Dirk or somebody. You know, we'll have to
random guy Dan. No.
Yeah. But
we hate Dan.
Yeah.
Join our group. Do you hate Dan too?
Yeah, I mean,
you hate Dan too. You might belong in this group.
If Dan impersonated you to the DEC, you just might belong in this group.
Right.
Somebody said Dirk the jerk.
You can have like a little code between you. So Linda, you could say like, I'm a DH, and they'll say a DH, and you'll be like, wink, wink, Dan hater.
Can you imagine if we got shirts made that said, I hate Dan? Do you hate him too? Can you imagine if we wore them in front of him? He'd be so, no, Dan, it's not about you. Stop making everything about you, Dan. Crying out loud.
Down with Dan. Down with Dan.
Thumbs down for Dan.
Do you think he watches YouTube, by the way?
I don't know, but I think he's going to start pretty soon.
You could get one of those outdoor screens.
Yeah, Luke will be like, I could see Luke, Linda. Luke would say, my mom's got you on YouTube, and they're smashing the likes against you. Okay.
You're caught dead to rights.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Luke would let the cat out of the
It would be
bag.
perfectly legitimate. You're just, I don't know, filming what goes on in your yard.
Yeah.
Little rockets at the end of your driveway.
That's
Uh-huh.
gonna get him off that dock. When he knows I'm filming him, I'm just gonna sit on my dock and I'm just gonna film him. And I'm gonna say, hey, we're live with Dan. The Dan cam. The Dan cam. Dan's on live cam, guys.
Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan. Well, I have a neighbor story for you. So I live in a condominium complex, and there's a man who also does, and he drives a great big silver truck, and he's only here on weekends. And sometimes I park in this one parking lot that you're allowed to park across from the condos, and other times I park in my covered. It's not a garage, but it's covered. And I tell you, I've gotten 4 things on my car, and we deduced it is from this guy. One was said, all of them had a swear word in it, with some form of dumb ass or you shit blank or you've got your own place.
Mm-hmm.
Leave this with people who really belong here or something. So underneath my windshield, I don't know, 4 or 5 times I've seen things. The last one was a empty pack of cigarettes that he put under my windshield wiper. And I thought, now that's very clever. So I had photos of all of that. One time I saw him, I was coming home, and I thought, and I really resisted saying anything to him. And so he was out and he was pulling out of the driveway, and I was seeing him. So I kind of stepped towards his van, and I looked at him, and he got down the street a little bit, and I was looking like I was kind of looking at his tag light, tag signs, and memorizing it. And he got out of his car at the stop sign about half a block away, got out of his car, looked around at me, and he said, what do you want? What's going on? I said, I think you've written a few things on my windshield. No, I haven't. And so he starts to take a few steps towards me, and he says, if you're so blankety blank mad, you can call the police. And I said, I have, twice. And he said, well, and then he got back in his truck. I got up to my apartment, and I shut the door and locked it behind me, and I started shaking. I said, what in the heck have I just done? This guy is really volatile. But I think it's going to I'm going to be very careful around him from now on.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of my Dan, I think, in the condo complex. So
that'll be good. Yeah, maybe you can get your phone ready to start videotaping.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
anyway,
just say I'm taping you.
Very cute for you guys. I thought, it could make for a good case study.
I think it'll be good. I'm gonna arm Luke with the strap-on GoPro and have him ride his bike back and forth. I'll be right there because I just ride it back and forth until Dan yells at you and with this lovely mouth. And then we'll have a big video compilation.
Well, I'll rejoin the chat. I just
okay.
Thought, carry on with the great entertainment. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, Joanne.
So what was the sea turtle? What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. The things that Schmida ran off.
You have a Campbell soup behind there. Is that Campbell soup?
Remember when I was cleaning?
Yeah, the little recipe box.
I put I wanted to hear you sing the jingle because all your commercials really good, Carolyn.
Right, yeah.
Let's do this one.
Oh, makes everything better. I'm trying to remember that one. The Campbell Soup Kids sang it?
Good.
No, that's the Jolly Green Giant.
Good. That's what Campbell Soup is.
Is it? Good.
Good.
I'm not so good on that one.
Yeah, the Campbell Soup, the little girl and...
The Campbell Soup Kids, but I don't remember them. I remember everything sounding like the Jolly Green Giant to me. Ho, 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 Green Giant.
Better,
better. Okay.
That's what Campbell Soup is. Good.
I remember Blue Bonnet. Remember Blue Bonnet? I remember our 4th grade teacher said, put Blue Bonnet all over your report cards because it makes everything better. He thought he was a real comedian.
This is for little Jimmy, the turtle video.
Oh, yeah. Is that a card? Oh, oh. I thought that was because somebody sent me something for that cabinet I was looking at, and it was a sea turtle thing. And they're like, oh, you should put this sea turtle in there. I'm so glad. Oh, is that me and you on the phone? And on a star. Oh, very nice.
Little fairy. Here's a crack up. Here's for the Ramblers band. Here's for the mods.
Oh, yeah, for the mods, what does it say?
How I imagine the mods hanging out together, like with some beers, getting drunk.
That's probably Sharon in the plaid pants.
Yeah.
Because she wants my cat.
And then here's Crazy Cat Lady.
Oh, Crazy Cat Lady. We've got a cat lady and we have Crazy Cat Lady.
Oh, well, I only usually see Crazy Cat
We have two
Lady.
crazy cat. We have two cat ladies. One is crazy.
And then
Yeah.
okay, Carolyn. Well, I'm going to let you get back to the chat. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to
that
probably be
there was a misunderstanding about the pictures and the thing, because like if I'm walking around the yard and I say something like, "No,"
Sharon, you does not wear plaid.
that's for you to watch it beforehand, and then you can say, "Joanne, did you just step and poo?" And then I'll be on the video going, "No," or you can ask any question you wanted.
Yeah.
I got the Jimmy's in the doghouse quite a bit on all my future videos. You know,
Is he?
really go around the corner. It's like, Jimmy, are you in the dog?
I know. People think Jimmy's so abused by me. I remember like Carolyn standing on him with the barbecue, making sure he finishes, And but Jimmy needs he'll always go like, can you help me with he just wants me to stay there. He reminds me of Luke is like that too. Like you ask Luke to do something, but you got to stay. Like they need constant company. They're very needy guys.
Like my dog Joey.
Yeah, Anyway, people are saying, I don't know what's going on. People are saying we're buffering. I don't know. I guess that's our sign, because I have the graduation in the morning. So this is our sign, I think. Oh, can you sing us out with the Carol Burnett theme? I'm so glad we had this time
together.
Just to sing a song, or what is it? If we need something to sing us out, okay, Joanne, sing us out of the chat.
Okay. Girls just want to have fun.
But that sounds like we're going to be up partying. We want something like, yeah, you think so?
Girls just want to have fun.
All right, girls, we like to have fun. And, she's gone. But I have to get up early in the morning, so I promise I will go through the rest of your emails. And tomorrow night, I don't have to worry about school for 2 months or something. So I don't know what's going on in the chat, but it sounds interesting. But I guess I'll catch up on that in the morning. Thank you, and I will let you know how it goes. I got the teacher's gifts, the bus driver's gift. Everything's packed. I ironed Ethan's shirt. He's got his suit all there. He got his shoes. And now Mommy's just got to go to bed so she can be totally up and ready at 7. So I'll get, 3 hours. All right? But I will be there. Thank you to all of our moderators, and stay tuned for the Dan Chronicles, though I will probably give it a snazzier name. And I will get the backstory. I will give you the actual minutes. I'll read them. I'll change the names in the minutes just in case anyone's listening. It'll be like the Peabody Lake Association or something. I don't know. But I will. And you'll hear about how he almost got legally in trouble. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. It was bad. Okay. All right. So everybody have a good night, and prayers for everyone that's going through some tough stuff. I'll put you all in my prayers. Okay. Good night. See you guys later. Bye-bye. I've got to get out over here. Thank you to our very special guest, Joanne and Linda. Everybody have a good night. And meeting. And the live stream.